Hey everyone, this is my video response to Whip It Up Wednesday, which is a collaboration between Linda's Pantry, Kneady, Homesteader, SuttonsDaze, More to Life, and Wilhelms Kitchen. And this thing kind of came to me literally either as I woke up or right before I woke up. I don't know, weird. I get my best ideas, I think, while I'm asleep, so I like to listen to those. So I am gonna make what I'm gonna call spicy ranch chicken in my version of the Crockpot today, because it's sunny today mostly, but we've had a lot of cloudy days. We have had a lot of company and short days, and so because of that, our generator's been running a lot, because if the sun's not shining, we're not making power, and if we're using power, we're draining the batteries. So I didn't want to really use the Crockpot today, so instead I'm going to use my range with my cast iron Dutch oven on top, and I have an extra low burner on that. And it allows me to turn the flame all the way down to being off for 52 seconds and on for 8 seconds every minute at the very lowest, which I've been told you can put a paper plate down, chocolate chips on it, and melt the chocolate chips without burning the paper plate. Haven't tried it. I'll take their word for it. But it is that low. It literally goes, I believe, lower setting than my Crockpot. So what I'm going to do, I've got 2 chicken breasts, and I very, very lightly put a little bit of salt, black pepper, granulated garlic, and some chili powder. So I'm just going to sear the outside of these in a little bit of olive oil, and then we're going to add all our ingredients. So let me take you over. Okay, this pan is hot. So we're just going to put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom. Let me just swirl that around, and this is smoking, so I'm going to actually put my range hood on. And we're going to put these chicken breasts in there just for a few minutes, just to get them seared. I don't want to cook them through because they're going to cook very low and slow once this is done. And I think I get this idea from a Mexican restaurant we go to here locally, or used to. We haven't in a while. We don't eat out much. And it's a salad with grilled sliced chicken, and it's got a spicy ranch dressing. So this is kind of my take on it, but I'm doing it in the Crockpot. So I'm going to let that finish searing for just a moment while I get my chicken stock open. Oh, that was a nice pop. And this is my homemade chicken bone broth. I hope you can see okay. All right. I'm happy with that. Again, I don't want them cooked. I just wanted to sear them just a little bit. Now I'm going to take a pint of the chicken stock and put that in there. And then I'm going to add two tablespoons of my homemade ranch dressing mix. And just mix it lightly. Okay. Now I'm just going to bring this up to a simmer and put the lid on, and then I'm going to let it cook low for about 2.5 to 3 hours. And since this came out of my dream, I may need to adjust the seasonings. I may need to put more ranch dressing mix, but we'll take that as it goes. I firmly believe that any good cook needs to taste as they go. How else do you know if it's any good? Alright, we got it up to a simmer. I'm going to put the lid on, not my sweater. And I'm going to put it on a very low heat. And let this just cook. And then I'll bring you back when I'm getting ready to make the sauce. Well, it's been about 3 hours, and I actually have this on very, very low, so it's pretty much cycling 8 seconds flame and 52 seconds no flame. So I'm going to pull this chicken out and let it sit aside, and then I'm going to slice that. And you hear the flame just came on. It'll be on for 8 seconds. And it's already off. So what I'm going to do, I ended up a total of 3.5 tablespoons of the buttermilk ranch mix. It just needed more. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this out of the pot, and I'm going to thicken this with buttermilk, with Greek yogurt, and I think maybe a little bit of sour cream powder. I'm waiting to see on that. So this is hot, so I'm going to, well, not super hot, but it is a little hot, and I'm going to temper the buttermilk and the yogurt before I mix them in here. So here is what I've scooped out. And I'm not measuring. That's a big dollop. I don't know, maybe a couple tablespoons, 2.5 tablespoons. Something like that. And I'm going to whisk that in. And I've got my buttermilk. And maybe a 1/4 cup of that. And then I'm just going to pour a little in. I'm kind of tempering it because you don't want this to curdle. But you want it to get nice and creamy. think I'm going to add a tablespoon of sour cream powder, and you could use sour cream. I have the powder. Alright, we're also going to add, I'm going to say about a tablespoon of chili powder. Because we're going to serve this with a salad and also with some tricolor couscous. But this has smelled amazing all day. Okay, I've got some couscous, I've got a nice salad with cucumber, tomato, avocado, and romaine. And then we're just going to put some of this chicken, and it is so tender it's falling apart. So we're just going to put some of that there. And then I decided on this that the ranch dressing calls for mayonnaise. So I let this cool off and I added that, and I think that made it. So we're just going to pour some of that on the chicken and a little bit on the salad. So there it is. It's beautiful. Let me take a picture. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. We've got the chicken with the spicy ranch dressing. That is so good. And we've got the couscous and the salad, and it just all works together. So rethink what you're putting in your crock pot. What can you do differently? Or what things are you making now that maybe you could do in the crock pot? Or in my case, on my stovetop kind of crock pot. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. I think next time I would make some changes on the amount of liquid and how I made it, but I'll put those changes in the description box below. Thanks for watching.